And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Saturday baseball on the show. It's the New York Mets taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And on the mound in this one, Michael McGreevy.
Well, you can see his whip is a little above the league average. Not bad, but I think in this one he's going to need to control that a little bit better. Try to limit hitters from getting on base. Stay in that windup instead of the stretch. And when he does allow base runners, be able to throw a pitch. He's going to get a swing and miss, get out of the inning so that a base hit doesn't do more damage and put his team behind the 8 ball.
Siani makes the grab, one down. Here's a Mets lineup now. In that cleanup spot, a key piece for this club, Mark Vientos.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Here's Pete Alonso. 2 out, space is empty. Swung on, belted. Siani going back. Makes the catch up against the wall. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back here in St. Louis. And today's starter, David Peterson. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. Some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
Lars Nootbaar getting ready to hit. 1 out, base is empty. That's inside. The Mets have raced out of the gate to start the season. And it's even up.
Yeah, going back to their early performance, Boog, that's the kind of thing that gets the fans fired up. And it gets the players fired up, too. They start to believe it's going to be a big year.
That's down and in.
3-2.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. And that's a fair ball. One down. And up to hit is Wilson. Runner on the go. Base knock right field. Throw into third. In there safely.
Back-to-back singles. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
2 on, 1 out. Here's Nolan Gorman. Fouled off. He was late. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching.
Got him. Huge strikeout there.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. They take the force out, bang, bang play, and the inning is over. So the Cards are kept quiet through 1. On to the second from St. Louis on the show. No score. Second inning set to go. Digging in, Mark Vientos. Line drive, win. Over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second. Brett Bryant will hit next. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. Pretty much a model swing on that one as he ripped it into the opposite field gap. And I'm sure he's going to be watching that one back on video because that's the kind of swing you want to bottle. So many positives that led to that knock. Runner in scoring position now and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Burleson makes the play. Runner tags at second. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. 2 outs. And that one popped in the air, left field. And that is that. Mets strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Back here at Busch Stadium. Here's Nolan Arenado.
The third baseman, Nolan
And the pitch.
Arenado.
And there's a foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. That misses the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Toss to Alonso. 2 up, 2 down.
Batting 8.
So 2 down now, and here is Jordan Walker. Pitch is in there, and the count is 1-2. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll move to the third with no score. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Acuna.
That one finds the zone. 1-2. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Next to hit, Luis Torrens. Got him swinging.
Now batting.
Back to the top of the Mets order. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. Swing and a ground ball. Gorman throws on to first. Lindor retired. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Here's Juan Soto. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Burleson settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Mets leave 1, and we're still knotted at 0. And we're back. Set for the bottom of the third. And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. Swings through that one for strike 2.
1-2.
Popped up left side. And it falls. And that turns the lineup over. Now batting Michael Ciani. Whoa. Up the middle, and it's through for a hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Really nice job staying at the middle.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. He'll take a jog around the bases. That's his 50th career homer. It's 3-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Here's Contreras now. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Vientos whips it to first, and Contreras is retired.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over and got the ground ball.
Nolan Gorman now at the plate. And a big swing and a miss.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So if he can hit the reset button from here going forward, there's still a chance that his club can win this ball game. He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
And that one lifted in the air center field. And that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Pete Alonso. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
He's been pitching well, but going through this middle of the order second time through, we'll see what kind of adjustments are being made.
Win. In plenty of time to first, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man. Mark Vientos up now for the Mets. Headed towards the corner, and that's a foul ball.
Really nice swing as he gave that one a ride the opposite way, but it sliced just foul down into the corner.
Now a blast to left center, way back there, on its way, out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His second home run of the series, and they cut into the lead. It's 3-1. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So up next for New York, Brett Bryant. Cut on and lifted in the air. And that drops foul.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Base hit center field. A single by Bryant.
Really nice job of two-strike hitting in that at-bat. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
Meatball flashes the leather on the running catch.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Called a strike. The pitch. This one popped up. Gorman. And he makes the catch. And that is that. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. It's now a 3-1 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Bottom of the inning. There's Nolan Arenado.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Peterson ready to fire now. Swings through that one.
1-2.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
2-2. And that's in the dirt. Ball 2. That one hit to right. Soto going after it. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Now a chance for Jordan Walker. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's 6 Ks for him. Welcome back.
Leading
Quite
off
a
for the
pitcher's
Mets,
duel
the
so
second
far.
baseman,
Here's how the
Luis
starters have
Angel
performed up to this
Acuna.
point. Tap back to the mound. Tosses to first. And a quick out, number one.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Here's the catcher for the Mets, Luis Torrens. Calls it in, 2 away. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth.
Francisco
Lifted in the air, right center field. Burleson sizing this one up. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Back here in St. Louis, now at the plate, Mason Wynn. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
now pitching for
Sean
New York.
Reed Foley taking over
Number
on the mound.
71.
Still pretty early in the ball
Sean
game, so this bullpen
Reed
has some work
Foley.
ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Now up for St. Louis, Lars Nootbaar. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Bryant makes the grab. That is the inning. Back here at Busch
Leading off for
Stadium.
the Mets,
All right, we go
the
to
right
the
fielder,
top
Juan
half of inning number
Soto.
6. And stepping in for New York, Juan Soto. Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
It's a really good swing. He just didn't get quite enough of it to beat the wind. It's blowing in from
Now
right
back,
field right
the
now.
first baseman,
Pete Alonso digs in now. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're the top half of the 6th. High fly ball, right field. Nootbaar on the move. And that quickly 2 away.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after
Now
that,
batting,
a hitter or
third
two
baseman,
is bonus,
Mark
but they should be
Bianco.
lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Burleson brings it in with a nice running grab. So they go quietly there. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. Back here in St.
Leading
Louis,
up
here
for
comes
the
Wilson
Cardinals,
Contreras.
The first baseman, Wilson
The 1-1.
Contreras.
That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now up the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Nolan Gorman. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. And now the center fielder, Alec Burleson. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Good looking fastball right there. Surprised he didn't take a rip at that. I think he got locked up a little bit.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side here in the 6th. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Starling Marte up to hit. And the count 1-2.
He's dealing with a great two-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
The tying run at the plate. Right side. Balls it in, and there's one away. And now, Brandon Nimmo. Tying run at the plate. And that one fouled off. On the ground, could be two. Over to second for one. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now.
2 strikes.
Ripped on a line. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Ivan Herrera next up for the Cardinals. Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. Squeezes it, and there's 2 away. Jordan Walker getting ready to hit. On the ground, and it goes just foul.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Getting them through this inning.
Now that's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. Redbirds down quietly as the lead remains 3-1. New arm on the mound for the Cardinals, JoJo Romero. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 59.
Swing and a ball driven out to center.
JoJo
That's back there.
Romero.
Gone onto the grass hill for a homer. Third home run of the season. It's 3-2.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Luis Torrens will hit next. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. One away.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one the other way. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play.
Wise to just eat that.
Right.
Otherwise, you risk throwing it into the dugout.
Juan Soto up now for the Mets. And he hits a ground ball right side. Dives, and he can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Really important at bat coming up now.
Big at bat now as the polar bear Pete Alonso steps in. That to right. Meatball on the move. Makes the grab. 2 down. Here comes the manager out of the cart. So they turn to their closer, Ryan Helsley.
These are the spots relievers really make a name
Now
for themselves.
pitching for the
Late
Cardinals,
and close.
number
There's not much
56.
margin for error, but at the same time,
Ryan
there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Helsley.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 8th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Fights it off. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Here comes the
Pitching for the
taking
Mets.
over on the mound for the Mets,
Number
Daniel
72.
Nunez. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and one out now. Michael Ciani next up for the Cardinals. In the air, center field, Nimmo. He's there. He's got it. And there's 2 away. So up next, Lars Nootbaar. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, 98 miles per hour on the gun. And down in order go the Cardinals. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. We go to the ninth, and stepping in for New York, Brett Bryant. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the hope and optimism is shrunk a little bit, but they got a couple more outs to work with. They got to find a way to get a runner on and get one around the bases.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. In the air, left field, down the line. And that's a foul ball. And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. The Mets down to their final strike. Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got a ball game, and the Cardinals even this series up at a game apiece.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
A 3-2 final score in this one. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long